Hey buyers, I'm Kara. I'm a real estate agent in Charleston, South Carolina. Welcome back to my channel, The Better Buyer. Today we are tackling a topic that almost everyone I think has experienced at some point, and that is renting. On the surface, it seems simple enough. You find your place, you pay your rent, you move in. But have you ever thought about where all that money is really going? In this video, I'm going to walk through the true cost of renting. I'm going to break down how it compares to owning, and I'm going to show you why rent is a sunken expense. So stick around because I want to teach you how owning can unlock real wealth and stability. When you pay rent each month, that money is gone. Actually, it goes somewhere, but most of the time it is covering your landlord's mortgage. So think about it. If you're paying $2,000 a month in rent, that's $24,000 a year. Over the course of 5 years, that's $120,000, and not a dollar of it does anything for you. Your landlord should thank you for paying down their loan, building their equity, and growing their wealth. Now, on the flip side, when you own, you make a mortgage payment, and yes, some of it goes towards interest, some of it goes towards taxes, but a portion goes directly towards paying down your balance. That's your investment, that's your equity. So let's talk about that equity, because that's where the big difference between renting and owning lies. Renting creates zero equity. You could pay rent for 10 years, and when you move out, you're walking away with nothing. So to put it into perspective, imagine two people. One is renting at $2,000 a month, the other is owning and paying a mortgage payment of $2,000 a month. At the end of 10 years, both of these people have spent about $240,000, but the renter has nothing to show for it. The owner, however, has paid down tens of thousands of dollars on their loan, and their property has probably increased in value in the meantime. Even if the property only appreciates at 3% a year, let's say on a $300,000 home, that home could gain almost $100,000 in value over a decade. And when you combine that with the equity pay down, the homeowner might be sitting on $150,000 or more in net worth, and the renter is still at zero. So with ownership, every payment you make goes towards equity. Instead of starting from zero every month, you're stacking these building blocks of wealth that you can cash out when you sell, you can borrow against it, or you can even reinvest it. Another thing about rent, it doesn't stay the same. Every year when your lease is up, you are at the mercy of the landlord. Maybe this year it's $50, maybe it's $200, maybe next year it's more. That just depends on the market. So owning provides stability that you don't find with renting. With a fixed rate mortgage, your principal and interest stay the same for the life of the loan. You can even refinance and lower that payment. Taxes and insurance may change, but the core payment stays predictable. And that stability makes it easier to plan, it makes it easier to budget, and you can feel confident about your long-term finances. Now here's something renters might not think about: taxes. Rent does not help you when tax season comes around. You don't get to deduct it, you don't get credits for it. It is, once again, money out the door. Homeowners, however, can benefit from tax advantages. Mortgage interest and property taxes are typically deductible up to certain federal limits. And in South Carolina, owner-occupied homes are taxed at a lower rate than investment properties, which helps reduce your annual cost. Owner-occupied properties taxed at 4%, investment properties taxed at 6%. Plus, when you eventually sell, you may qualify for the capital gains exclusion, meaning you can pocket up to $250,000 or $500,000 if you're married, in profit, tax-free. Those are benefits that renters just don't have access to. So let's step away from the numbers for a minute. This is a big one to me. Renting means living by someone else's rules. You may not be able to paint the walls, you may not be able to make updates, you might not even be able to have your pets. That's a deal breaker for me. So when you own, you have control of your space. You get to create the home that you want, whatever that looks like. You want a garden? Do it. The money you're putting into your home is adding value for you, not for somebody else, and that's a lifestyle benefit and it's a financial benefit. But I want to be fair. There are times when renting makes sense. It isn't always a bad decision. If you need short-term flexibility, if you're not sure if you want to stay in a certain area, or if you're working on building your credit or saving for a down payment, renting can be the right move as a temporary solution. But it's important to remember it for what it is, a temporary solution. It's not a wealth building strategy. The sooner you can transition from renter to owner, the sooner you can start building equity, stability, and that long-term financial security. So here's the takeaway. Renting is an expense. It covers someone else's investment, builds someone else's wealth, and gives you very little in return. You get a roof over your head. Ownership means every payment you make goes back into your future. Now, if you're a local, you're renting right now, and you want to see how your current rent stacks up to a potential mortgage payment, let's connect. I can help you. I'll walk you through the numbers, and I can show you what's possible here in the Charleston and the Summerville markets. As always, if you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and continue to check out my channel where I'll dive even deeper into buyer strategies, investing insights, and everything else you need to be a better buyer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.